going to have a shutdown. There's nothing we can do about that because we need the Democrats to give us their votes.
Today marks the first full day of business since the government shutdown started last Friday. Some federal workers will head back to the office, but without a paycheck, at least as long as the federal shutdown continues. So far, negotiations have come to a halt with no end in sight. President Trump is holding out for $5 billion in border wall funding. Democrats argue that the border wall is wasteful and ineffective.
President Trump, you will not get your wall.
In case, if you're wondering what is the government shutdown means, it's basically what happened when Congress can agree to fund the government. So, the government runs out the money, which forced the closing of all governmental operations. So, the Democrats and Republicans or Trump couldn't agree on what they call with the continuing resolution to keep the government fund. The Democrats want to include a provision to let immigrants stay in the US, but Republicans want the opposite. It's also supported by the Trump campaign promise to build a wall along the border between Mexico and the US, which is very expensive and inefficient from Democrats' perspective.
Working very hard to get something passed in the Senate. There's a very good chance it won't get passed. It's up to the Democrats. Now it's up to the Democrats as to whether or not we have a shutdown tonight. I hope we don't, but we're totally prepared for a very long shutdown.
In a short time, the Senate will take part in a pointless exercise to demonstrate to our House colleagues and the President what everyone here already knows.
Since Democrat has the majority of the Congress, the vote to fund the wall are mostly rejected. It'll make the government workers sent home and military personnel keep working without salary. Unfortunately, United States of America as the largest military in the world, they're working in multiple countries with numerous military bases across the country.
So essential, what the DoD or the Defense Department calls essential military operations will continue. The wars in Afghanistan, the wars in Syria and Iraq. But what is not continuing is our maintenance operations, our intelligence operations, the entire civilian apparatus that supports all of those soldiers. All of that is going to be furloughed. So these budget issues are hollowing out our military when we have threats all over the world. And I guarantee you the Russians and the Chinese and others are fully staffing their militaries as they grow, and they're fully investing in technology.
On the top of that, United States of America have over than 190,000 personnel overseas, including in the conflict of Middle East, including Syria. The information based on DoD says that the military personnel will not be paid until such time as the Congress make appropriate funds available to compromise them for this period of service, make them need to withdraw from Syria. And in the same timing, Russia, Iran, and Turkey are allied to increasing their intensity to eradicating the terrorism in Syria.
President Donald Trump's decision to withdraw U.S. military forces from Syria may open the door for more cooperation between rival Russia and ally Turkey. Both countries have vested interests in Syria. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is planning to visit Russia in the coming days to meet President Vladimir Putin. Topping the agenda, Syria.
We'll start working closely with the Russian Federation. As you know, talks have already been underway as part of the Astana talks. But now, with the new dynamics that have emerged, a new coordination process with Russia will begin.
In another chance, we've been discussed about what will happen if U.S. military withdraw because of governmental shutdown from Syria, with Russia and Turkey military start to increase their intensity to the exact same place with expert of Middle East and conflict. Tia Matiatul, Kitbah.
Ada perubahan peta politik gitu ya di Suriah setelah berakhirnya konflik, bisa jadi. Jadi artinya ada perubahan aliansi di situ, bisa jadi Turki bisa menjadi aliansinya dari Assad, kemudian dari Iran dan China serta Rusia. Setelah terjadinya konflik berakhir di Suriah, bisa jadi ada perubahan peta politik terutama di masalah aliansi, yaitu Turki gabung dengan aliansinya Assad, kemudian China, Iran, dan Rusia. Karena apa? Karena di beberapa kebijakan luar negeri Turki akhir-akhir ini, saya melihat bahwa Turki mengambil sikap yang tegas terhadap Amerika Serikat. Saya pikir begitu, tapi tidak akan ada perubahan. Artinya apa? Artinya Assad akan melanjutkan pemerintahannya kembali dengan dukungan dari beberapa negara aliansinya, gitu. Tidak akan ada perubahan yang signifikan. Assad kembali berkuasa, memimpin, melanjutkan Suriah, kemudian kerusakan-kerusakan atau kehancuran pasca konflik mungkin akan didukung pula oleh negara-negara yang menjadi aliansi Assad. Gitu. Ya, mendominasi dan ada keinginan untuk mengganti rezim Assad ini. Gitu. Tapi mungkin salahnya dia tidak menyiapkan siapa yang akan menggantikan.
Based on our research and discussion with experts, the government shutdown is not just affecting the U.S. domestic affairs. Since USA is a hegemon country, the shutdown will affecting other countries where United States of America have a huge influence on that country, such as Syria that's still in conflict. The USA could lose their power of influence since they withdrawing their military in Syria. Meanwhile, the US opposites Russia and Turkey increasing their military patrol in Syria as well.
Right. If the US want to keep their position as the world hegemon country, therefore, the United States of America need to end the shutdown as soon as possible. That's all from us. My name is Sarete
My name is Shisetsu Putri.
with all co-workers behind the scenes. Want to say thank